Have these celebrities actually sold their souls to Satan? We've covered music artists that blatantly worship the devil in their music, and it's disturbing to say the least. But are there celebrities that have admitted to worshiping Satan, or even worse, selling their soul to him in exchange for a membership card from the Illuminati? We've already talked about the Illuminati before, a group of guys who were around a ton of years ago that wanted to control the government. Even though they were disbanded, many people believe that the society simply went into hiding, orchestrating events like Waterloo and the election of Thomas Jefferson behind the scenes. Although there is no proof to these theories, there are still plenty of people who believe that the Illuminati is still alive and well today, with Hollywood as the center of it. Stay until the end to see a celebrity publicly say that Hollywood powerhouses sell their souls for fame and fortune. Lil Uzi Vert and his most recent references to Satan at a music festival. The amount of people that were extremely uncomfortable by his statement, "I make a city girl believe in Satan," sparked ex-fans to seek out other instances where Lil Uzi referenced satanic themes. Thanks to the investigative skills of the masses, look at this video that was uncovered from 2018, where Uzi says that everyone at the concert was going to hell with him.
Before everybody starts screaming and saying, like I told y'all earlier, you motherfuckers enter the rapture. And if ain't nobody flying up to heaven right now, obviously all y'all motherfuckers going to hell. Right with me. So, let's get it.
If that isn't shocking enough, he doesn't stop there. He continues to say that they're already in hell and will never get out. It's honestly a chilling clip to watch. There have been numerous stories of people leaving Uzi's concerts in the middle because of the dark, heavy energy they felt swirling around them. The more that's uncovered, the more evil Uzi appears to be. During a 2021 set of a music festival in Las Vegas, fans began fainting in the crowds as Uzi's concert raged on. It became so bad that members of the crowd started screaming, begging for Uzi to stop the show and make room to help fans that were unconscious. This was an alarming health crisis that was occurring.
I don't take no breaks. If it's getting bad, leave. If you ain't gonna leave, stay.
These remarks from Uzi happened only a week after the tragedy of the Astroworld Music Festival, where 8 people died as a result of being trampled or suffocated by inescapable crowds and under-equipped security teams. We can't imagine the panic that the crowd must have been feeling when their cries for help went unanswered. Many times, crowds during concerts get so dense that it's basically impossible for anyone to move, let alone try and leave the stage area. But Lil Uzi didn't care, telling the people that they won't stop his rage. Seriously disturbing. Next on our list, people thought that this singer was outlandish, odd, and not safe for children, but no one considered that they would be part of the occult. When her music video Die Young hit the charts, people definitely paid attention. Even Billboard, one of the powerhouses of the popular music industry, pointed out that Kesha was displaying some alarming symbolism with her new song. From upside-down crosses to pentagrams, Kesha's music video definitely left people feeling uncomfortable. Kesha has been known in the past for not being the best teenage influence. With songs that glorify binge drinking, sexual adventures, and drug use, she's never been a glowing representation of an upstanding Hollywood star. But her new music video took things from reckless to scary. Probably the most eye-catching, no pun intended, instances of Kesha's reference to the Illuminati is through the various showings of the all-seeing eye, the main symbol of the Illuminati organization. It's displayed on her ring and overlaid onto a triangle throughout the video, and she now says she has a tattoo of it on her hand. That one is pretty hard to ignore. All you have to do is Google Illuminati symbol and you'll see where Kesha got her inspiration from for these images. She even says that the theme of the song is that she's a cult leader, going wild and taking over the world as it ends. Just party girl things. Although she says it's supposed to be a feel-good party anthem, the imagery throughout the video is anything but good vibes. The entire video from start to finish is just plain weird, and we aren't buying this party girl banger story. Kesha has sarcastically spoken about the allegations that she's a member of the Illuminati, saying that she's actually the leader. Is it sarcasm or a blatant confession? We'll probably never know. This next celebrity has recently received a lot of news coverage, and not in a good way. Blaming much of his actions on his poor mental health status, Ezra Miller has done heinous things that have caused people to label him as, at the very least, a disturbing character. People have questioned if his ties to the Illuminati or Satan have caused these acts, or if he's simply mentally deranged. Although Ezra Miller wasn't crazy popular, he was starting to get there. He was most well known for his role in the Fantastic Beasts trilogy and was gaining more traction after the movies came out. He was set to play the main character in The Flash, but the public is under heated debate about whether he should have such a role due to his unacceptable behavior. People that knew Miller personally expressed their concerns about him when he began to refer to himself as either Jesus or the devil, depending on the day or his mood. They also said that Ezra hired a spiritual advisor who told him that he was the next Messiah. Other than that, Ezra believed that he had to avoid demons that were trying to kill him, stopping his destiny. We're pretty sure a Messiah wouldn't consistently be in the spotlight for robbing houses, grooming minor children, and displaying an altar in his home. That's right, an altar for satanic rituals. According to those close to him, Ezra has become more and more unhinged as his spiritual beliefs became more focused on the devil. He had brought women to his house and forced them to give offerings on his altar. Friends of Miller also reported that every time they visited him, he had more firearms than last time. One event detailed children running freely around the guns, with a young girl even putting a bullet in her mouth. We seriously hope that Ezra Miller gets the help he needs and finds a new path in life. An unexpected addition to our list is a man who sang songs that were seemingly all about love, but many have discovered hidden messages of his views on Christianity and the devil. Joseph Niezgoda published the book The Lennon Prophecy in 2008, which detailed his investigations into the fact that John Lennon sold his soul to the devil in exchange for fame and fortune. It's a statement that has been reported frequently by people that knew Lennon personally, but one that Lennon never publicly stated himself. In the book, the author writes that Lennon was fed up with the life he had. His father had left and his mother had died, leaving him in a pit of despair. In order to make a life for himself, he entered into a deal with the devil in 1960 to give him all the riches he wanted. The book goes into detail about all the evidence that supports this claim, as well as the hidden messages of death and destruction that are scattered throughout the Beatles' albums. It's an interesting read and one that poses many questions about John Lennon's true rise to fame. The final celebrity on our list publicly stated that he entered into a deal with the devil to get what he wanted out of life. According to him, in an interview with the New York Times, Ben Affleck said, "Those of us who have agreed to this Faustian bargain deserve our drubbings at the hands of the Fourth Estate. We entered into the agreement willingly." This is definitely a strange way to say it, but let's break it down. A Faustian bargain literally translates into deal with the devil, having the following definition in the Encyclopedia Britannica: a pact whereby a person trades something of supreme moral or spiritual importance, such as personal values or the soul, for some worldly or material benefit, such as knowledge, power, or riches. This is probably the most obvious declaration from a celebrity that Hollywood stars have sold their souls for the fame they've gotten. Yes, it's received basically no media coverage. This interview took place in the year 2000, right before he entered rehab for the first time. Interesting. As time goes on, it's becoming increasingly clear that a lot more goes on behind the scenes of the Hollywood circle than we realize. What can we do about it? If the Illuminati is an actual organization that is alive and well, there's not too much we can do to stop it as long as it remains hidden. Although some celebrities are starting to blow the whistle, most still think that it's a conspiracy theory for entertainment. Outside of that, it's clear that the enemy is alive and well within this society, and the only thing that can fix it is the Lord. Spreading the word of God, His love, grace, and power is the only thing that can turn people away from this kind of darkness.